Today I have a very quick tutorial for you. In this tutorial I will share with you a technique that I use to create stripes in the round and avoid the jog that's been created in the spot where you connect the beginning and the end of the round. It is a very easy technique and it can be used for both colorful stripes and textured stripes. I'm gonna use colorful stripes as an example, but just so you know, you can use it for both cases. As usual, the time code is in the description box below, so it is easy for you to navigate this video. And if you still have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. So let's see how it's done. So let's say you're knitting a sleeve. It doesn't matter if you knit it from the top down or from the bottom up. The technique will be the same. And you decided to add some design element and add colorful stripes to it. So you would connect contrasting yarn, and you can see here I cross these strands on the wrong side of your work, so the new yarn connected is secure. I'm using the beginning of the round marker to identify the beginning and the end of the round, and I'm just gonna knit in contrasting color the first round. In this case, I'm using a magic loop method. You can use any method that you feel comfortable with. This is just my preferred way of knitting in the round on the small circumferences. You will keep working as established until you come to the beginning of the round again. And now let's see what happens when you keep knitting in the round in the contrasting color as usual. When you are working in solid color, it is not noticeable that the stitches go in the spiral and the transition between the rounds is not visible. But when you change to the contrasting yarn and get to the second round, you will see this jog that's been formed in the spot where the beginning and the end of the round meet. So this is how it looks like. This unevenness shows that one round is actually lower than the other one. So today I want to share with you a trick that will help you to conceal this visible jog between the beginning and the end of the round. So let me show you how to avoid that. I'm going to knit 2 rows in the main yarn, and now I'm going to demonstrate how I knit the stripes in the contrasting color. Visually conceal the spot where the beginning and the end of the round meet. Switching to the contrasting yarn again, crossing the threads on the wrong side. This way the yarns do not tangle and you carry both of the threads along your knitting as you go up. The first round in the contrasting yarn you will knit as usual all the way around until the end. We are coming to the end of the round. Remove the beginning of the round marker, and this is the jog that was created in the previous contrasting yarn section. So if we just continue knitting in the round just like that, the same jog will be created in this section as well. To avoid that, we are going to shift the beginning of the round to the right, 1 stitch to the right. So instead of inserting the needle into this stitch here, as we would usually do, this one, we would insert the needle inside the stitch below it, in the white one that is right below first stitch of the round. Knit 1 in the stitch below and slip both of the stitches of the left needle. And now we are going to place the marker. This way we are shifting the beginning of the round 1 stitch to the right. We will continue working as established until the end of the round. We are finishing the second round in the contrasting yarn. We are going to slip the beginning of the round marker to the right needle and continue as usual. So basically we do not shift the beginning of the round to the right anymore. We do this trick only on the second round of each color change. So let's take a look how your work looks like right now and compare. So here is where we did our trick, and you can see the difference. Here we shifted the beginning of the round, and here we did not. You can see the difference. Now we would change back to the main color. Don't forget to cross the threads on the wrong side of the work, just like that. And we are going to start knitting the first round as usual. We will insert the needle into the first stitch in the left needle and continue in the round until we come to the end of the round. And because we are on the second round after the color change, we are going to insert the needle in the stitch below. Here it is. We insert the needle in this green stitch and shifting again the beginning of the round to the right. Put the beginning of the round marker back and just continue working in the round from that point. And now you will just continue working in the round as established. Now let's take a look at your work after you are done knitting a few rounds in the main color and compare it to sections. So one on top was knit using the trick that I showed you, and the one on the bottom was knit as usual. You can see the difference, how the bottom one is uneven and has this jog, and here the place where we change the color is not visible. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.